Alrighty, looks like we got base and hinterlands today. What's happening here? For draw, there's lab, Margrave, stables, actions. The only village is in trashing, just Sook's on gain effect. So buying Sook can turn 2 junk cards into 1 card. That's a good deal if you like Sook. It's not such a great deal if Sook's not going to be a good card. And then, mine is kind of sort of trashing, but not really. You're just turning your treasures into bigger treasures, which isn't thinning your deck at all. And then plus buy, Sook or Margrave, you can gain additional treasures, but that's not really gains in a relevant sense here. So I'm kind of seeing two opposing paths. Like Stables is a card that wants you to play with some number of treasures. You could always buy 1 or 2 Sooks, trash your estates, play with some Stables. Your Sooks are probably not going to make very much money if you draw your deck and play all your treasures because you're going to have a bunch of treasures in hand. Maybe the Sooks are 0 or less. That allows you to play with Stables more readily, maybe even mine. I don't think the treasures look like the right way to go, though. More action-focused deck, more Sook Vassal-centric, would be make your money off of Vassals and or Poachers. You get more actions in your deck. You buy Sooks a little bit more aggressively, probably get the coppers out of the way. And then you could always like play an in, play a Sook, play an in, play a Sook. Play them as you go rather than trying to draw your treasures. And then you're making a bit more money off of the Sooks. I think I'm inclined towards that. The only thinning is Sook, so you kind of want to be buying this anyway. It's also plus buy, which is kind of helpful. And there's also Laboratory. You don't need to play with Stables. Stables and Lab are an equivalent amount of draw. Stable says it draws an extra card, but it also requires you to discard, so it breaks even. And Lab just seems more reliable to me. I could see adding Margrave to that deck. Although Margrave versus Sook is kind of awkward. Depends on what the bot does. Like if the bot's deck is just all Sooks. I've seen the bot play like Sook Big Money before, and Margrave is actually not really an attack versus that deck because you help them discard their provinces. So we'll see what the bot does. If it plays like Sook Big Money, you definitely don't want to play with Margrave versus that. For the opening, I presume Poacher Vassal. I want to hit 5 with 2 money in hand. Or sorry, 2 extra cards in hand. Buy Sook and Trash. Please hit the Poacher. Nope. Almost got it here. Let's take a lab. And a second Poacher. It's actually not even going to be such a big problem, probably, if the Poachers turn off and start discarding cards. Usually that's a pretty big downside and reason not to buy too many Poachers. But here, like by the time that happens, probably you're starting to buy provinces, and then if you can discard provinces back out of your hand, you're buffing your Sooks. Because they make 1 more money each. You don't need Poacher to do that here, because you also have In, which can do the same thing. But it's kind of nice. Alright, first Sook acquired. At a minimum, I definitely want to trash all these estates. I'm going to do that now. The Sook is not going to be happy because it's alongside a vassal, but that's okay. I don't see any value in drawing more cards. Just gonna, like if I draw a copper and make the Sook cost 1 less, it cancels it out. Stop here, shuffle in the in alongside the lab and all that. Seems better. Oh, that was nice. Okay, trash for Sook. And take another in. Don't think I want the Sook on top of the deck. The bot's got a Margrave. Probably my deck is still I have Sooks and all, so the Margrave isn't that much of a nuisance. But I think I'd still be happier if I weren't attacked, probably. I want to play a bunch of Sooks. With that in mind, do I want to add a Margrave myself at all? What's the bot got going on? It looks like the bot's trying to build. It's got Margrave, Stables, 2 Sooks. So maybe I should add a Margrave of my own. In Margrave Poacher, in Margrave Vassal. I guess it shouldn't be that order because I'd want to shuffle stuff in. I'll play with Margrave. Versus Suk, I'm never 100% sure if Margrave is doing more damage than helping. But I think, given that the bot is trying to build, it probably is. And Margrave plus in, like just in terms of the quality for my deck, it's a little bit less reliable because you have to line them up. But Margrave plus in is netting some amount of draw anyway. It's less efficient than just buying 2 labs because in is draw negative. So like Margrave's plus 2, in is -1. You're drawing as much as a single laboratory, whereas like Margrave plus village is like 2 labs normally. If I don't value the attack, I should have just bought 2 labs. But it also comes with plus buy, which is not nothing. We'll see. I think I'll probably just do this and trash 2 more. I don't want to discard the poacher. There are my draw cards. There's one. Seems I may be in need of a few more labs. Just double lab. Could also be like lab double vassal maybe. Lab vassal poacher. I think I just want 2 more labs. Piles are low-ish. I can see in running out. If I have a bunch of ins and a bunch of poachers, that starts to get annoying. I think I'm gonna go 2 vassals. I can't unselect. There we go. Sorry, I was having some difficulties. What's down there? There's another copper down there, I believe, which would be a disaster to hit. And another Suk. No, I'm looking at all 4 of my Suks. Don't know what the other bottom card is. Probably not worth gambling on it. If I hit the copper, I would just be very sad. The province now. 2 more labs. Maybe just 3 more labs. Now, an in would help. Some extra actions definitely helps with me being able to safely play these vassals without worrying about it too much. Realistically, I'm not sure I'm ever going to trash those coppers, because we're at the stage of the game where it's just easier to discard them consistently. Whereas just ever getting them in hand by the end of the turn is costing me a lot of money on all the Suks that I play that turn. Let's try to play 1 Suk before this Margrave. As far as deck quality goes, I was going to have 1 junk card on top either way, but playing the in obviously helps my Suks make more money. Take some more provinces. And maybe help myself avoid a dud. Maybe that should just be... I was thinking of doing some more vassals, but I don't really need the vassals. I just want... Given the points that I've got, I think I just really want to not dud. So let's do 2 labs and an in. And it's bare minimum a pretty decent starting hand. I don't know why the deck the bot has built is going so wrong. Looked okay at a glance earlier. Oh, my poachers have been activated. That may be coming in handy right about now. Yeah, good job, poacher. Get that junk out of the hand. Oh, didn't quite hit quad province. There isn't pilot, is there? Suk is low, lab is low. The answer is yes, there is. Okie dokie, pretty happy with that one, all things considered. The bot has some Suks. The bot only trashed with 2 of his 3 Suk buys, though, it looks like, because I still see 6 out of the 10 initial junk cards. Interesting. Margrave Lab in... I don't think I believe in the stables. I think you get more of the treasure out of your deck, and once you got the treasure out of your deck, the stables doesn't look very good. And just actions, I think, is the way to go here. And the bot's deck does not look terrible, though. Definitely the Margrave is going to hurt if they're trying to line up stables and copper. The Margrave gets to be a little bit annoying. I could see a world where, with a different deck composition, Margrave might not even be worth adding. I don't know about Vassals and Poachers, more of those, fewer of those. But in general, I think Lab, In, and Suk seem like the 3 most important cards to me.